Well, Joshua, how are you, man? A long time no
I'm
see.
good. I'm very good, mate. How are you?
Good, good. I'm not gonna lie. Came down with Corona this week, so it's been fun.
Oh, that's not good.
And I'm vaccinated, so it's yeah. You never know what the world, you know. But
Yeah.
it is what it
Oh,
is.
I hope you're fine, mate. I mean, you look fine, so
Yeah, I don't feel too bad. It's just quarantining,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
something we're kind of used to already. So
yeah, for
nothing really
sure.
new. But first I just want to tell you, congrats, 2 weeks in a row.
I
Like,
know.
what I want to ask you first, like, how much pressure is it? Because everyone thinks, okay, I won one week. Like, ooh, is it going to be easier to win the second week? Is it going to be harder to win the second week because the judges, I feel, are going to be looking at me 10 times harder, I feel? How was it for you?
Um, I don't know. I don't think I looked at it that way. I just thought, wow, I just won. This is great. Now I just need to get onto it again, and keep focused, and put that aside because there's so many more other assignments we have to do. So just rock on, and just keep moving forward. But the pressure is always there. So
Yeah.
you just got to deal with it some way, and I just managed to do it.
Yeah. And I want to ask you too, like, how was it though working with Lucy and being assigned with her? Like, how was that collaboration for you? Were you nervous, excited? What was it like?
The collaboration with Lucy, I was excited. I think me and Lucy, because we're European, we had that natural connection already. We understand European fashion. So yeah, it was really good to work with her, and we just gelled really well, and we respected each other's crafts. But we connected really well in terms of aesthetics, and we helped each other out all the way. And I think that's why we won. We hit the brief on the
Yeah.
head. We nailed it. Lucy did an amazing dress. Our handwriting was on both. We helped each other. I helped her cut the dress. So it's a team effort, and working in fashion sometimes it's not a team effort.
Yeah.
But for us, we knew that we had to work together to win this challenge. So that's what we did.
Yeah. And like, do you work better? Would you say, do you like collabing a lot with another, independent or a major fashion designer? How are your, like, do you like doing that, or do you like just usually working on your own usually? What do you prefer, or do you not like that?
No, I love collaborating. For me, when you collaborate with other artistic people, it just brings a different depth to your work, a different eye. For example, Love Hero now, our recent campaign, I collaborated with all my creative friends, film
Mhm.
directors, stylists, the whole set, the whole team was people I've worked with in the past. And it's like a family to me, so there's so much love, and people really want to do well because it's my brand. And so, yeah, for me, collaboration is key. And I think it's needed more in the industry. I think people need to work together, to have common grounds, and to do things excitingly with collaboration. So yeah, it's really cool doing collaborations, and especially with Lucy is awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you just work so well together. Just watching you both, just enjoying each other and actually having something so amazing come out. But
Yeah.
yeah, like, what does it feel like though too, it's rewarding already that you're winning the winning walk and the winning look, but then getting the look right onto Amazon immediately for the public to purchase, like 2 weeks in a row. What does that feel like? Because I feel like Amazon is such a huge, I mean, who doesn't go to Amazon? It's
Mhm.
the biggest thing. I feel anyone that needs something, especially during this time and age, everyone goes to Amazon. What does that feel like, just knowing someone could buy that look immediately
Yeah.
once the episode is out?
It's pretty surreal. It's really surreal, and it's really exciting at the same time. Just people DMing you, oh, I bought your dress or bought your kimono. You're like, whoa, okay. And they're from Brazil or they're from Argentina, and they're saying, you've inspired me. I love it. Like, it's more the fact that someone's bought into your world, your creativity, rather than the actual transaction of money.
Hmm.
That's more powerful. It's just like, wow, they just really love what I did. So, and they bought it and they're wearing it, and that's the biggest compliment you can give a designer, is by wearing their clothes. And it's just an amazing feeling of gratitude, and just job well done, you know. And I think it's really important for creatives to get that emotional sort of feeling, because it keeps you going forward, because it is a tough industry. It's tough being a designer and surviving in this saturated market. So you know, when you get that recognition, it just gives you a tap on your shoulder and go, you know what, you're doing well, keep moving forward. So yeah, that's probably the biggest thing I'll take away from this.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like just how, and then on top of it, you see a lot of them. I'll go back and it's like sold out within not even 24 hours, which is amazing. Like
Yeah.
that's, yeah, I can't imagine the feeling. But you know what materials I feel materials with what you're making, there's some materials that are, you know, tough to work with. What's your favorite material to work with, and what's the material that you stray away from that you're like, no, don't don't bring me that?
I guess it depends on what you're designing. You know, your fabric, you know, some designers start with sketch, some start with fabric. I'm a designer who'll start with fabric. I'll find a fabric. I go, well, I like this fabric. For me, I love tactile fabrics, organic cottons. You know, I like natural fibers. It just really depends on what you're making. You know, if you want something a bit more structured, you need to go for a bit more of a heavier weight. If you want something to be floaty, you know, you need something that has that drape. So it really depends what you're creating. For me, other fabrics that I don't kind of like to use is polyesters,
Mhm.
just because of the micro shedding when you wash it. So it's really bad. It goes into the water streams and then into our oceans. So I try and avoid that. And if I have to do a polyester, then I'll do a recycled polyester. But for me, natural fibers are the best in the world. And I think we need to use more of them.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you know, it's crazy that it's already the third episode in. What has the reception been just from, like you said, friends, family, now fans of your brand already, as well as new fans getting to know you? How has
Mm.
it been? I'm sure your DMs have been blowing up in the comments. Like, how does it feel just getting all that love?
It's crazy, Nick. It's so crazy. Like, just, you know, for the last week, I've been attached to my phone and, you know, just reading the DMs and replying to people all across the world. You know, people DMing saying, you know, you've inspired me. Thank you so much. Just beautiful words. You know, I had a lady post something that she just came out of, you know, she was a cancer victim. She just came out of it and she bought the kimono from episode 2. And she goes, this has been put a smile on my face, you know, and those things are so rewarding for me, you know. But it's just been amazing. People are following me on Instagram and just really getting behind Love Hero, and it's just beautiful to see. I'm so lucky to be able to be in this position, and I thank everyone for that too, and I thank you also for, you know, supporting me and interviewing me. So it's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm so happy for you because it's just like can only imagine because you film, you know, everything so in advance. Then it's just the waiting game of, you know, getting it out there, and then it is now. So I could just, yeah, it's awesome. But you know, with each challenge, I know you all get so much time, and you know, you have to have the time for the seamstress to pick up, and if you don't, you know, you don't get it in time, unfortunately, you have to take care of it yourself. For the majority of the challenges that you were did you have a lot of time extra, or were you always like right to the minute what you say?
Right to the minute, mate. Right to the minute. You know, in the real world, you know, you work with your seamstress face to face, you communicate, you talk, you show, you touch, you know. And obviously on the TV show, you can't do that. So you got to make sure that all your information is right. But then, you know, you're trying to do as much work as possible so then you can hand it over to them to finish it off. So
Yeah,
sometimes you're running out of so much time that you've only got a little bit of time left to write the instructions. So you're rushing. So it was very there was a lot of time constraints. You had to be really on point with your timing and your critical path. But you know, under that pressure, you know, everyone kind of just like, you know, maybe apart from Andrea, because she's a great sewer, you know, we always not struggled, but it just took us time to do, you know, and just, you know, some challenges are 1 day, 2 days, you know, and that's crazy to create garments like that, cut them, you know, do a bit of pattern work. So it's like, it's mental. But I enjoy it because when that pressure's on, you kind of you just get into it and, you know, something happens and you just make it happen, you know. And mind you, I hadn't sewed for 15 years before the show. So I was a bit,
yeah,
I was a bit freaked out that, oh, you know, if I have to sew, you know, what am I going to do? And then, you know, it's just like riding a bike. You never forget, you know. So once you
yeah,
start it, then you just go, oh, okay, yeah, I remember how to do this, you know. But you know, it's always a challenge, but it's a good challenge.
yeah. Well, Joshua, I just want to thank you again, and congrats again, 2 weeks in a row. Like, it's so
Ooh.
huge. Yeah, keep going. I can't wait to see what more you have in store for us. And stay healthy as well. Uh,
Yep, for sure.
but I appreciate you.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Okay,
Appreciate you too.
thanks a lot. I appreciate it.